When we're on our journey to success, I often feel like we diminish the importance of our mindset. Yes, hard work is incredibly important, but if you don't believe you're meant for greatness, you're meant for abundance, you're meant for success, how will you have the courage to take those big steps to go after what you truly believe in? Welcome back. If you don't know my name, I am Chelsea. Hi, welcome. And I just like to make videos on here about self development, self growth, and life lessons that I'm learning as I go through life with you guys. So hopefully, we can all kind of learn together in a safe and healthy environment. Now, first, I want to debunk what optimism is because I feel like a lot of the times people have this idea that optimism is blind faith while doing nothing. Absolutely not. It doesn't mean sit at home and do nothing and just hope for the best that magically one day you're going to become successful. It has to be coupled with action. By definition, by definition, optimism is, and I'm reading my notes here, hopefulness and confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. So if I'm working towards something and, the journey might be a little tough, I might want to give up sometimes, I might want to quit, but I am optimistic about my future and I'm like, you know what? This is just part of the journey and I think I'm going to get to success. I would say that's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty good mindset to have. If you're building a business and you're putting in time and effort and energy, and sometimes it's hard and you have some mountains you have to get over, it's not quitting mid process saying, okay, you know what, this is too hard for me. I don't think it's going to happen. No, it's understanding that success requires hard work and anything that's worth having does not come easily. And sticking through those very difficult moments, those moments where you want to give up or where you're tired and still pushing through and knowing that, okay, you know what, there are going to be brighter days in the future for me. It means truly believing that you are worthy of the success, of the love, of the abundance that you have envisioned for yourself and never giving up on that idea. Now, I am letting you know that optimism is a choice. I want you to get rid of this idea that it's just a character trait that some magical people are innately born with that can't be learned. Absolutely not. Optimism and having a positive mindset is a choice that you can actively choose to make. And the first part of that is getting rid of your victimhood mentality. Yes, life is hard. I'm not denying that. And I am not saying that, we don't all have our struggles and that we're going to go through challenges. Absolutely. This is just what life is about. However, how you choose to navigate those challenges and those difficult times and, your mindset around all of it is really what will determine if you're successful. Think about it this way. Let's say there are two people who have been applying to jobs for months and they come across their dream job and they're super duper excited. They send in an application, they both get interviews, but unfortunately, they receive the email that they just didn't get the job. Person A will be like, well, now I'm just never going to get a job. I've been looking for jobs for months and nothing good ever happens to me. I'm not even surprised that this happened. Clearly, I'm not good at my job or good at these skills. The universe is always against me. Of course this would have happened. While person B would be like, okay, of course, understandably so, is disappointed, but they are thinking things like, okay, you know what? I wanted this one, but maybe it wasn't for me because what is meant for me cannot miss me. Maybe rejection is redirection and something better is on its way to me. This is just part of the story in my journey to success. And I'm not going to give up here just because I wanted something and I didn't get it. Life is not about thinking, dreaming up scenarios, and the first time we try them, the first time that we decide to go after our goals, we just get everything without hard work or without rejection. It sucks. Trust me, I understand being rejected is not fun, but you really have to reframe how you look at rejection and your entire circumstance and your situation. If you don't get something, think about, okay, maybe there was a lesson here. What can I improve on? Right? Not everything is boo hoo. I don't get anything that I want ever. Reframe how you look at these situations because I promise you they're going to happen. They happen to me and they're going to continue to happen to me and they're going to continue to happen to you as well. But how much happier will you be? How much content will you be? How much closer will you be to getting your goals if you adopt the mindset that you know what everything, there's value in everything, whether it's getting the job, getting, I don't know, the significant other, getting the career or whatever it is that you wanted, or getting a lesson in something, right? Learning more about yourself. Maybe you didn't even actually like that job and you wouldn't have known it. Maybe a month in you would have been miserable, right? You don't know, right? But I want us to really get into the mindset of thinking that life is working out for us and life is not happening to us, because the glass is always half full. No matter what the heck is happening, the glass is always half full, and you have to think about it that way. Everything that way. This also impacts how you move through life in general, right? If I am working towards a goal and I'm having a hard time, I'm tired, sometimes I am struggling a little bit, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? I know what I'm capable of. I'm going to work towards it. I'm not going to give up when things are hard, compared to somebody else who doesn't believe that they can get it, right? Think about it this way. If there are two people, again, that love to sing, right? One person, they're all right. They're decent, but they're not, they're not Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston or anything. But they actively work towards their goal of singing. They're taking classes, they're networking, they're going to events, they're learning. They truly believe that success can happen for them and they can become an artist, compared to somebody who might, have an incredible voice, a beautiful voice, but doesn't believe it can happen for them and does nothing to work towards that. Who do you think is going to be successful as a singer? I don't even have to answer that question. I'm sure we all know it's definitely the person who is working towards that goal. It really is about having audacity in life. I'm learning so much that success is not solely based on how talented somebody is or how good somebody is at something. If you do not believe that you're good at something, even if you do have that talent, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not, because at the first sign of disappointment, you're going to quit, you're going to give up. Compared to somebody who, no matter what, every single day, regardless of what's happening, regardless of how many yeses or how many no's they get, they're going to get up and keep trying and trying and trying. You're not like, come on, like who is life going to happen for? Right? The person that believes in themselves, or the person that just kind of thinks, you know what, it's hard anyway, I'm not going to try. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, have been navigating life in a way that I think best suits me. For a long time, I've tried to be optimistic about everything, just because what does having a negative mindset do for me? What does it do for me? If I think that, oh, you know what, my life is meant to be full of suffering, woo, like, why am I even here? It makes a difference on how you move through life, how you go after your goals. Obviously, things are hard. What I want to do, it's not an easy career. I'm not even going to lie to you. It requires so much work and it is competitive. But there's nothing else that I want to do, at least that I know about this moment in time. And I don't think it's going to serve me if I am complaining constantly about how hard it's going to be. Everything is hard. No matter what you do in life, it's going to be hard. But choose to go after something that you genuinely care about, that you're passionate about, that you know what you'll never give up working towards. We are all going to get rejected from something at some point in time, right? We're all going to face disappointment. But what distinguishes people who are successful versus people who are failures is giving up. You only fail when you give up. That's it. Point blank, period. You getting a rejection, not making it into something, not getting an award or being nominated for whatever it might be, that doesn't mean you're a failure. Absolutely not. And that's a whole other separate topic where I don't think we should put all of our worth into accolades and titles. Topic for another time. But you are only a failure when you give up, because things take so long. For example, look at Victoria Monet. She's been in the industry for like 10 years, 10 plus years, and only recently started to really blow up. Same with Doechii. Like, you really have to believe in yourself and keep working towards it. You think they didn't get any rejection over time? Come on. But they believed in themselves so much that they kept going and eventually got what they wanted, right? Whatever that new thing is that you want to go after, that thing that you want to be successful at, that you want to have the courage to do, go after it. And make sure that when you are doing this, when you are going after your goals and your dreams, that you adopt that mindset of, you know what, it can happen for me. Instead of thinking all of the negative things about, okay, what if I embarrass myself? What if people judge me? People are going to judge you regardless. Sorry to break it to you. And really, people judging you doesn't actually impact your life. If you understand that opinions are opinions and everybody has them, you really understand that these things don't actually impact your life. I want you to start asking yourself, okay, but what if it does work out? What if I get every single thing that I've ever wanted? What if the life of my dreams is already coming to me? Just think about that. And if you're getting excited about that, then go after your goals. Whatever it might be. It could be the smallest thing. It could be anything. What if you want your license? What if you want to start driving and you're like, damn, like, it's kind of hard and I've tried and I've failed my test before. So what? If you have to do it 10 times, do it 10 times. But just make sure you do not give up on yourself, because no one else is going to believe in you unless you believe in yourself. So I want you to know that I believe in you, and I hope you also believe in yourself, and to just keep going. It's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for all of us. There is so much room, there is so much abundance that it's literally all going to work out for all of us. So make sure you don't give up on your goals and your dreams, and believe in yourself. Have that positive mindset and really have some audacity. Go after what you want. Like, is it really that scary? Or is it like, to me, it's scarier living a life that I don't like, that I am not waking up happy every day to live because I decided I was too scared or too nervous to go after something. So I hope these words resonated with you today, and I will speak to you all next week.